Ukraine is set to receive key donations of tanks from Germany and the United States. Western nations are to send almost 200 tanks to Ukraine in a keen move which could help turn the tide in Kiev's favorite comes after Germany finally agreed to donate some of its much prized Leopard 2 tanks after considerable international pressure. Berlin has also agreed to allow other.
The M1A2 Abrams main battle tank is a further development of the M1A1. Currently it is one of the best MBTs in the world. Development of improved M1A1 began in 1988. About 500 M1A2 main battle tanks were delivered to the U.S. Army.
By Berlin to export their Leopards 2. Officials in Kiev have indicated that a dozen nations were, if given permission from Berlin, willing to donate 100 of the tanks to Ukraine. Germany is itself expected to export 14 of the tanks, with an announcement expected from Chancellor Olaf Scholz potentially as soon as Wednesday. Christian Doer, parliamentary leader of the co-governing Free Democrats, said that Berlin's U-turn was a sign of solidarity to Ukraine. Said today the Chancellor made a decision that no one took lightly. Fact that Germany will support Ukraine with a Leopard tank is a strong sign of solidarity. An announcement is expected later this week from Washington, but U.S. officials indicated they could send up to 50 Abrams tanks. Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky has issued repeated pleas for tanks which could be vital in a potential Ukrainian counteroffensive to regain territory lost to Russia. Mr. Zelensky's chief of staff Andrei Yermak said this is going to become aerial punching fist of democracy against autocracy. From the Bogue, speaking to the Daily Telegraph, Kiev-based military researcher Karol Mikhailov said the delivery of the tanks could change the course of a war. He said, "We've already passed the end of beginning. What you need now is to be able to replenish the Ukrainians to the point where the Russians will constantly be on the retreat." Rishi Sunak has welcomed Germany's decision to agree to shipments of Leopard 2 tanks to Ukraine. Prime Minister's remarks came after Germany's Chancellor Olaf Scholz announced on Wednesday that Berlin will provide the Ukrainian armed forces with a main battle tank. The U-turn came following mounting pressure on Chancellor Scholz both domestically and from Germany's closest European and international partners. The Chancellor said this decision follows our well-known line of supporting Ukraine to the best of our ability. We are acting in a closely coordinated manner internationally. Responding to Germany's announcement, Mr. Sunak said the right decision by NATO allies and friends to send main battle tanks to Ukraine alongside Challenger 2s. They will strengthen Ukraine's defensive firepower. Together we are accelerating our efforts to ensure Ukraine wins this war and secures a lasting peace. War in Ukraine has highlighted the UK's own defence needs, with members of Parliament and military experts demanding more investment to equip our armed forces to counter emerging threats. Defence analyst Nicholas Drummond had told Military Today News that the UK military must be armed with state-of-the-art armour amid fears its aging and hollowed-out tank force could be unable to prevail against modern foes. Mr. Drummond said right up until February 24 last year people were saying that tanks were a sunset capability. A year later people realized that tanks remain a fundamental engine of modern warfare because nothing else provides the brute force shock effect that tanks offer. If you want to destroy an enemy force or recapture lost ground, you need a tank. While tanks are vulnerable to anti-tank missiles, they are not as vulnerable as unprotected soldiers or to artillery. These means armies need armored vehicles of all types to prevail on today's battlefield. Mr. Drummond told Military Today News Britain is 227 tanks enough for 3 regular regiments and a training regiment under integrated review plans. This will be reduced to 148, enough for just 2 regular regiments and a smaller reserve. Ideally we should have 4 regular regiments plus a reserve 1 or 250 to 300. This would be quite a stretch in the current budget environment. Thanks to watching.